right, glad to have you back. Now, we're moving to our next discussion, and it's on the pains some Nigerians are, experiencing in collection of their PVC. It's not the challenge of registry now, that is one, but collecting it again is another thing entirely.
There has been a lot and lots of concerns from Nigerians. There's some level of interest to collect, and if you go to the collection centers, you see queues of people, a number of human beings standing all over the place waiting to collect their PVCs and all of that. But another question is, why do Nigerians have to wait until the dying minute when the deadline is almost closed for people to rush, because the rush is so much now? Let's play you this report and then we get into the discussion proper.
When I registered in Bayelsa. That was good luck time, and the temporary I've lost. They say I cannot vote in Lagos where I registered in Bayelsa. So I went to go and register in Ayobo here. They told me that I should go to cafe. They're going to print it out. I went to cafe. They said they're not printing it out in cafe. What should I do? Should I be suffering myself walking up and down? So I don't know what I would do. So I just stay like that.
I don't go there. I went there 5 o'clock early in the morning. I left there 4 o'clock. I didn't see it to collect.
Now, these are just a few stories of the pain some Nigerians go through just to get their permanent voter cards so as to exercise their franchise during the upcoming 2019 general election. Yeah, the August 30th deadline for registration is approaching, and many people who want to get their PVCs are facing numerous challenges that makes the exercise almost impossible. How will INEC bridge this to ensure that as many as possible are registered for the polls? It's part of what Nigerians are looking at. Is it 30th or 31st? It's 31st. Yeah, 31st. Yeah, it's last 31st, day of August. The last day of August, that's the deadline. All right, we have in the studio the convener Save Koshofe Group, Akinwande Oshikominu. Good morning, Akin. Good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning. All right. Well, when they talk about PVC collection, first of all, I know you are on the ground and you have been meeting with people, but talk to us, how difficult is it and why is it so difficult to get PVCs back?
First of all, I would like to say that INEC has failed us, because it's as if we're still where we were in 1999. We've not done anything special. Collection of PVC should be something that they should have created a kind of seamless value process where people could get the PVC probably posted to their homes or SMS sent to their phone so that they could come in at the right time to pick up their PVC. I think we are used to this situation where we always wait till the last minute. And the situation we are facing at the moment...
Is that on the part of INEC or on the part of Nigerians?
It's both ways. The nonchalant attitude of the people, of the populace, it's also an issue which we need to look at. INEC has failed to create enough awareness to sensitize people, to educate them about the need to collect their PVC, which is key, which is one of the primary responsibility. And on the part of the populace, our nonchalant attitude has brought us to this stage where we find ourselves. A lot of people are still not sure or have not made up their mind whether they're going to come out and vote on election day. People are still not certain at the moment. They don't, it's either they don't believe in the structure or they don't believe in the candidate being put forward by the political parties. The few push that we experience now are from civil organizations or from churches or from aspirants, coming out, telling the people to come out and collect your PVC. So I would say categorically that INEC has failed us. We've gone past that stage that we all have to go to INEC office and queue and do all sorts.
And looking at the collection, I recall when I got my PVC many years ago, that should be around 2010, 2009. So in fact, someone brought it for me. How? There was information in that area that some INEC officials went to a local government, a shop beside a local government, and dumped PVCs there. So a colleague saw my PVC, brought it home for me, and the face was the face. I could barely see the figure. And then there were protests at that time. And that is what many Nigerians are seeing, that there is no clear process how Nigerians can get their PVC after relocation. What do you need to do? And that is why even those that have their PVC today might not even be able to vote in 2019 because they have relocated. So many issues really to be looked at. You're saying that INEC has failed. Do you think it's just in that perspective, or some Nigerians, I don't want to say all Nigerians now, because of the last minute rush, have failed themselves too?
Definitely.
So what should be done?
At the moment, I don't think we have enough time to actually put in place any kind of structure to capture the populace that have not collected the PVC. I think what they would have done earlier in the year or the year after the election is to roll out a plan where people can come in and collect the PVC. The way I say it is that INEC have not done anything from the last election. That's just it. They've not done anything. Because with the numbers, 9.7 million of collected PVC at the moment, with Southwest recorded the highest.
Yeah.
But would that be fair to INEC to say they have not done anything?
They've not done
when PVCs were lying at the centers and they've been calling on people to come get PVCs and they were not coming to get them. Is it fair to say INEC has not done anything?
Have they done, the question we should ask ourselves, have they done enough awareness? Have they been able to sensitize the people? A lot of people in Lagos, the elites, they go to work Monday to Fridays, they hardly have the time to go pick up the PVC. Have INEC done, have they put anything in place to get those people to collect the PVC? Their addresses, their phone numbers on the PVC cards, they can be posted to them.
Okay, now
they should have done that at the earlier stage.
Okay, let me chip this in. Professor Mahmood is the head of INEC, the chairman of INEC, but he's just one man. There are instructions given. It behoves on those that have been sent to the different areas across Nigeria to carry out these instructions. For example, there have been allegations that the registration officers of INEC for PVCs have been, some of them have been extorting Nigerians. There are reports online in papers that have been released by different media that they are extorting money from Nigerians. Did Professor Mahmood Yakubu tell them to do that? No. But then INEC is still being blamed for this.
I think INEC have not put in place enough materials or resources to meet the populace. Because I've been to the local government, the INEC offices where registration are ongoing at the moment, they are overwhelmed. Overwhelmed. A lot of people will come in the morning, take a few hours from work, and they need to go back to their workplace. So that's when the issue of extortion comes in. The INEC officers will come in and say, okay, let me try and fast track the process for you so you can go back to your workplace. So a lot of things have not been put in place. Resources, materials, and what have you to get your work done. It's not rocket science. Your ATM card, you can go into your branch now and get your ATM card instantly. Why can't we get our PVC instantly or next day? Why can't it be posted to our addresses? No, things have to be done properly.
All right, let me come to your Koshofe area. You have a safe Koshofe group. Within your jurisdiction, what has your group done to enlighten people, get people engaged, or even engage INEC on the other hand?
Yeah. What we did earlier in the year was to invite INEC on the weekend, because I found out that a lot of people have not collected the PVC. A lot of people don't have PVC at all. They've not registered. And a lot of people have moved into Koshofe, so they need to have the PVC transferred. So what we did earlier in the year was to invite them on a weekend. We paid for the logistics. They came. Because I had to go to their office. They paid. I had to pay for the logistics and what have you. But what I found out is that they are overwhelmed at the moment. Koshofe is quite big. And also the populace have got a very big problem. As I said earlier, we are still relaxed and nonchalant towards politics. People will just criticize the government, but they are not actively involved in the electioneering process. So it has been a process educating them, reorientating them from this warped value we find ourselves.
Okay, so in essence, are you saying that you're not optimistic that even despite the extended period of 2 weeks, which is going to lapse on the 31st of August, that many people won't be able to get their PVCs on one side and many won't even be able to get registered? Collection
is ongoing. It's just the registration as a first-timer that's going to end of this month. A lot of people will still get their PVC before the election time. But why do we have to wait till the last minute? That's the problem.
If you see the Daily Trust today, we made reference to this data, this data they put out here. The top 10 states with the highest number of PVC uncollected is River State #1, Anambra followed by Anambra State, and then Taraba State.
These are the ones that collected.
Yeah, and collected and still not collected. Yeah. We still collected and uncollected. We have them side by side here. So we have River State, Anambra State, Taraba State, Kogi State, Oyo State, Lagos State, Abia State, Zamfara State, Ogun State, and Benue State. So What impact will this have on the 2019 election when there is the move to get more people involved? Remember also that INEC chairman has said that the reason why the budget for INEC for the 2019 election is this high is because of the number of population has increased, the number of political parties has increased. So we also assume that the number of voters have also increased, but we also have high number of uncollected PVCs. What impact will this have on the 2019 election?
First of all, I don't see any correlation from what the INEC boss have just said with the numbers you've just read out. But the effect might not be much. Okay. We won't have much increase in people coming out to vote from what we experienced in 2015.
Why do you say so?
Because of the numbers of uncollected PVC at the moment.
But you know that those that voted in 2019 already have their PVCs. So it means that those that just collected will just add to that number. Yeah,
they will add to that number, but is the will there to come out and vote too, from what I said initially.
Okay. Why do you think people will have the will to come out and vote?
At the moment, people are not certain. The candidates being put forward by these political parties might not be their own choice. People want younger generation professionals to come into politics.
But we have so many young people this time. In fact, 2019 is the election that will have the highest number of young people who were not originally in politics before coming to vie for the presidency.
I mean, the two big political parties are not presenting their own voice. That is what I see.
Exactly. Yeah. So it would have been a very good opportunity to look at the third or the fourth or the fifth force, as the case may be.
Absolutely, because at the end of the day, it's the power belongs to the people. They will be the ones to decide who to vote for. But the first step is for them to even have that that tag, that proof that they can even vote during the election. So they need to get registered, get their PVCs, and then they can decide whoever they want to vote for. Don't you think that should be the campaign at this time, and then later on you consider whoever you want to vote for?
Yeah, I totally agree with you on that. I think that should be the first step. Now, get your PVC and vote.
Okay.
Okay. All right. We have to leave you here now.
Yes. Akiwande Oshikominu, convener, Save Goshofe Group. Thank you very much for coming on to the show.
Thank you for coming.
Yes.
Right. Coming up on the program again.
Reports of impunity allegedly perpetrated by some officers of the Special Anti-Robbery Squad have compelled the federal government to implement the decentralization of the squad and police. Now, it will now be known as the Federal Special Anti-Robbery Squad, and officers will be subjected to psychiatric evaluation. Will Nigerians begin to see the much-desired change in the conduct of the new FSARs? Find out when we return with our guests.